This screw is smaller than a grain of rice at price, and it's mass-produced by the millions.
0.5 millimeter wide, thinner than a human hair is long. Zoom in, and you see perfect threads cut to 10-micron precision.
The screws that hold your smartphone together.
Welcome to one of the world's most precise manufacturing facilities, where machines work at tolerances invisible to the naked eye. From wire thinner than spaghetti to screws smaller than sesame seeds. In your phone, your watch, medical devices that save lives.
A single luxury watch contains over 100 micro screws.
Let's discover how the impossible is manufactured, these Lilton, millions of times a day. It begins with wire, Waco, but not ordinary wire. Stainless steel wire, drawn to microscopic diameters.
Standard wire versus micro screw wire two-seater, like comparing rope to thread.
Wire diameter torn, 0.5 millimeters for the smallest screws. Every coil certified for chemical composition and tensile strength. Stainless steel, brass, titanium, Lensi, each for specific applications. Titanium Donium for medical implants where lives depend on perfection. Stainless steel, brass, titanium, chromium, each for specific applications. Surface inspected pori. Any imperfection becomes amplified in micromanufacturing. Tensile strength tested DEXI. The screw is only as strong as its material. Sorted by diameter from 0.5 millimeter to 2 millimeters. Loaded onto precision feeders. Straightening wheels remove the curl from coiled storage. Multiple roller sets ensure perfect straightness. Perfectly straight cryogel, ready for the heading machine. Wire fed in exact increments, leveled, accurate to hundredths of a millimeter. Each advancement becomes one screw. The cold header carbon coating, where wire becomes screw. Cold heading stab, forming metal without heat. These machines strike up to 300 times per minute. Wire cut to exact length tubes, each blank identical. A wire blank Batardi, smaller than a grain of sand. Transferred to the heading station in milliseconds. A punch strikes with tons of force, to line, compressing the metal. One strike the sword, the head forms instantly. Metal flows into the die cavity pertiferic, forming a perfect head. Flatheads, panheads, Phillips, Tippet, all form the same way. The Phillips recessed header formed in the same stroke. Slot heads for traditional applications. Torque head's tooth head for maximum torque transfer. Headed blank printer, now needing threads. Thousands produced every hour.
Smaller than a match head twice, with microscopic precision.
A dozen screws fit on a single grain of rice. Microscopic inspection after heading.
Any imperfection means rejection.
Perfect blanks continue to threading.
Rejects recycled, nothing wasted.
Now the most critical step, creating the threads. Thread rolling, where function is born. Thread rolling sewing, forming threads without cutting. Two dies press and roll, displacing metal into thread form. The blank enters the rolling dies. Pressure and rotation, metal flows into perfect spirals. Threads forming 40 to 80 per millimeter for microscrews. Dies machined to micron level precision. Rolling is stronger than cutting ted. Metal grain follows the thread. Some specialty screws require precision thread cutting.
Single point threading for ultra-precision applications. Complete their loading, head and threads in perfect proportion. Under magnification plume, flawless thread geometry.
Thread pitch verified the plumist, consistent along entire length. Threaded screws accumulating by the thousands. A river of tiny precision. Each one would fit through a needle's eye.
Collected for heat treatment and finishing.
A 1,000 screws weigh less than a paperclip. Some applications require heat treatment for extra strength. Hardening and tempering in controlled atmosphere. Heat treated, now stronger than the wire they came from. Surface treatment puckium, protection and appearance.
Ultrasonic cleaning removes all manufacturing residue.
Ultrasonic waves penetrate every thread. Perfectly clean, Visaplia, ready for plating. Electroplating adds protective coating. Barrel plating ensures evil coverage.
Nickel plating, corrosion resistance and shine.
Chrome for ultimate brightness.
Zinc plating,
maximum corrosion protection. Black oxide for optical equipment and cameras. Gold plating plied for critical electronic connections. Coated and protected and ready for final inspection. Thoroughly rinsed to remove all chemicals. Dried to prevent water spots. Multiple finishes for every application. Chrome finish drying, brilliant and durable.
Black oxide spray, professional and low reflection.
Surface treatment complete Kempel. Now the ultimate test.
Quality control, where perfection is verified.
Inspection at up to 200 times magnification.
What's invisible to the eye becomes perfectly clear.
Head recess inspected for perfect formation. Thread profile verified against specification. Pitch measured to micron accuracy.
Automated vision systems check thousands per minute.
Artificial intelligence identifies defects humans would miss. Defective screws automatically ejected. Cracks, incomplete threads, wrong dimensions, rake ready, all rejected. Dimensional gauging wasn't rated. Length, diameter, head size. Thread gauges verify proper engagement. Go and no-go gauges conferred thread tolerance. Torque testing ensures proper driver engagement. Coating thickness measured anally. Consistent protection verified.
Salt spray testing simulates years of exposure in hours.
Statistical sampling ensures batch quality.
Approved batches released for packaging.
Failed batches quarantined and investigated. Trend analysis drives continuous improvement. Equipment calibrated daily for maximum accuracy. Clean room conditions maintained throughout. Final approval derivatives ready for packaging. To the packaging line phone number, the final stage. The packaging room enclave, where precision continues. Automatic counters count thousands per second. Each screw counted out. Customers receive exact quantities.
Vibratory feeders align screws for counting.
Single file flow ensures accurate count. dispensed into protective packaging. Packaging options for every application. Tape and reel for robotic assembly lines. Each pocket holds one screw unit, fed automatically to robots. Bulk packaging for manual assembly operations. Watch industry receives precision-counted small lots.
Medical screws in sterile packaging.
Sealed and labeled, ready for customers worldwide.
Orders fulfilled for customers worldwide. Shipped to electronics factories across the globe. Inside every smartphone, thankfully, dozens of micro screws.
Holding your digital life together. In luxury watches, over 100 micro screws,
Each one placed by skilled watchmakers.
In hearing aids, giving the gift of sound. In cameras panning, capturing perfect images.
in drones per unit, where every gram matters. Material science makes micro-manufacturing possible.
Tolerance is tighter than a human hair. Thread pitch finer than hair is thick. Machines that work at scales humans can barely see. Research pushes toward even smaller fasteners. Medical applications where precision saves lives. In space touring, where failure is not an option.
Continuous innovation in design and materials.
Sustainable manufacturing for future generations. Billions of devices depend on these tiny fasteners. From wire coil to perfect screw, through heading, threading, and finishing. Simple wire transformed into precision fasteners.
Perfect threads, perfect head, perfect function. Smaller than a grain of rice, FISA, more precise than a Swiss watch. From invisible wire to invisible screw, that's how engineering makes the impossible ordinary.